So, hello students. Now we shall look into biomass gasification. In simple terms, biomass means this wood, small pieces of wood. They are cut and they are used in a gasifier like this. You can see this like drum-like structure. It is there. Okay, where they supply air and then gas is produced. Ultimately, what we are trying, we are converting the wood into gas. Okay, and there are four processes you can see here: drying zone, pyrolysis zone, reduction zone, and the combustion zone. So the four zones are there. Air is supplied and gas is produced. So wood gas, this gasifier is also known as wood gas. We are converting the biomass. Okay, that can be agriculture residue like rice husk, corn waste, wood waste into combustible gas mixture, which is known as producer gas. So this wood gas is known as produced gas, and it consists of carbon monoxide, because it is not totally burnt. It contains carbon monoxide, hydrogen, carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrogen. So here carbon monoxide, hydrogen, methane, they burn. Carbon dioxide will not burn and nitrogen also will not burn. This process of conversion is typically used for various biomass materials, and it partially limits the combustion of such biomass during the process. It is not totally burning. Totally burning will not produce CO, it will produce CO2. He is partially producing. The partial combustion occurs when the intake of air is controlled and less than adequate quantity is fed to the system for the combustion of biomass. So whatever amount of air is required, that much amount is not supplied for complete combustion. Less amount is supplied. The gasifier essentially acts like a reactor where various complex physical and chemical processes takes place. The biomass gets dried. So above 100 degrees centigrade, when it is heated, it gets dried, heated, pyrolyzed, partially oxidized, and finally reduced in this reactor, which ultimately produces the producer gas, which is a usable product. The process of creating wood gas, also known as synthesis gas, at its most basic is merely incomplete or choked combustion. It is not full combustion, it is incomplete or choked combustion. There are four distinct processes. One is drying, because the moisture has to go, then pyrolysis, then third is combustion, that is partial combustion, lastly reduction. So drying means the moisture has to be removed from the wood chips. Okay, let us take wood like. So wood chips are there, so we have to remove the moisture. So when we heat it beyond 100, the moisture is lost. Okay, then it becomes dry wood. Next, then there is something called pyrolysis. When here the wood chips are heated without enough oxygen to burn. If you give full air or full oxygen, then it will completely burn. Here it is heated in absence of oxygen. Then at 550 degrees centigrade, 550 Kelvin, the wood chips will decompose into tar, gases and liquids, and charcoal. Okay, so when you are heated to 550 Kelvin, then the wood chips will decompose into gases, liquids, and charcoal. The tars are burnt, leaving charcoal with a high carbon content. The charcoal is integral for reduction process. Then there is a third is combustion process. The combustion is exothermic, which gives out heat, wherein hydrocarbons are burnt in presence of oxygen. So the heat for all processes is generated by combustion of tars, which is produced in the pyrolysis. In addition, combustion produces carbon dioxide and hydrogen gas, which will become reactants in the reduction step. Adequate mixing and high temperature flame is key, since the lack of either could permit the tars to still be present in the wood gas, which in turn would lead to engine failure. See, tar is like very thick viscous fluid, damer like. So actually we are burning that. Otherwise, if it send it to engine, it will cease. Therefore, producing clean fuel is largely dependent on the combustion dynamics of the gasifier. So, the combustion zone, the temperature should reach around 1473 Kelvin, okay, to ensure a clean burning fuel. And the last is a reduction. Reduction opposite to oxidation, uh, that is combustion, okay. Uh, Reduction is the endothermic removal of oxygen from the hydrocarbons. Typical combustion and reduction exist in equilibrium in any burning process. Reduction in a gasifier occurs when a carbon dioxide and water vapor flows through a heated charcoal, that is primary carbon only. Okay, the water vapor and CO2 pass through the heated charcoal. The heated carbon removes the oxygen both from carbon dioxide and the water vapor. So CO2 has got O2 oxygen, as well as water H2O, water vapor has got oxygen. So this heated carbon, this is heated charcoal. When we burn the wood, it becomes charcoal. Na? This heated carbon will remove oxygen from both CO2 and water vapor. The oxygen is spread to the carbon atoms, forming covalent bonds in the form of carbon monoxide. So again, this oxygen will meet carbon and will form covalent bonds, that is CO. Oxygen has a high affinity for carbon than either oxygen than either hydrogen or itself. So it has got lot of affinity oxygen, so that it mixes carbon to form carbon monoxide. This leaves the remaining hydrogen atoms to form their own natural diatomic. So this oxygen will not meet hydrogen and form water. It will leave the hydrogen alone, and it will become hydrogen gas. Therefore, two reactions occur in the addition of carbon and heat. Carbon dioxide is reduced to carbon monoxide, and water vapor is reduced to diatomic hydrogen and carbon monoxide. So please understand here. First, you can see the four processes. Left is when you are heating, drying, the water vapor is escaping. Second process is pyrolysis, where you get charcoal and tar. The wood is converted to that blackish material, charcoal, and tar is like damper, like viscous fluid. So this is burnt. Combustion में the charcoal, this partly charcoal and the tar is burnt. So it releases water vapor and carbon dioxide gas, and this is combustion, normal combustion what we know. And the last is the reduction, where the magic happens. In this reduction, this oxygen is removed from the carbon dioxide and water vapor, okay, because of the heated carbon. This charcoal, whatever is heated, that will remove the oxygen from CO2 and convert it into CO. It will remove oxygen from the water vapor and convert it into hydrogen. So this carbon monoxide and hydrogen, they are the combustible material, and this one we call it as wood gas, syngas, or producer gas. So there are different types of gasifiers like updraft gasifier, downdraft gasifier, crossdraft gasifier. And as I was discussed, the four stages are: drying, water vapor is driven off; pyrolysis, as the temperature increases, the dry biomass decomposes into organic vapors, gases, carbon, and tar. Reduction, then comes combustion. Combustion, some of the char and tans burn with oxygen from air to give heat and carbon dioxide. This heat enables the other stage of gasification, that is last process is reduction. In the reduction, water vapor reacts with carbon, producing hydrogen, carbon monoxide, and methane. Carbon reacts with carbon to produce more carbon monoxide. So ultimately we get carbon monoxide, hydrogen, and methane, which is combustible gas. So you can see the updraft gasifier, simple sketch is given. Okay, air is supplied. First is combustion, then reduction, pyrolysis, and drying zone, and you get the gas. Okay, so these are the, if it is moving up, now in the first diagram, left diagram, you can see everything is moving up. So this is known as updraft gasifier. And in the second case, the air is supplied from the top and gas is taken from the bottom. This is known as downdraft gasification. So this is about gasifiers, and ultimately gasifiers are used in industries, food processing, institutional cooking, charcoal, heat treatment, annealing, plywood industries. So many, you can see village electrification, hotels, restaurants. So all these places gasifiers can be used. They are not very popular as of now because of the availability of feedstock, that is the wood chips, but in days to come that will pick up. So these are the advantages of gasifiers. So very high efficiency, no smoke, uh, very environment friendly technology, renewable energy it is, and we can replace whatever conventional fossil fuels are used like CNG, LPG, diesel, LDO and all with this gas. And cost wise also it is very economical, but it is labor intensive. It requires a lot of people and a lot of space also. Okay, so this was about gasification.